I think we're live. Hello, guys. How you all doing? Hey, Stu. Hey, Polly. Hey, Jess.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
Sarah O'Halloran in the live. How are you, Sarah? So I'm going to continue talking about. We were talking about Estonia before we came on live.
Mhm.
So we're talking about our favourite Estonian Eurovision songs. Polly is like the biggest Estonian fan I've ever met in my life. She was at East Law for Eurovox. You've probably seen some of her interviews. It was like your dream to be there, I think, wasn't it, Polly? Oh, I think we've lost her already.
Oh no. Polly, come
Polly,
back.
come back. Polly, come back. Anyway, hey, Sarah in the live. We've got Christian Agius. We've got the Voice React. We've got Marky Mark. We've got Rye Bailey. We've got Joanne Johnson in London. Hey, guys, how you all doing? How's your weekend going? Oh, Jay Santos. How you doing, Jay Santos? We're talking about Estonian Eurovision songs before we came on, so we're going to continue. Yes, favourite Estonian Eurovision song?
My ultimate favourite is their 2009 entry, Randajad or something like that, by Urban Symphony. Thank you, Rye Bailey. But I also love their 2011 entry, Rockefeller Street, and their 2013 entry. I can't remember how to say it because it was in Estonian, but it was by Birgit. And she was wearing a lovely white dress and she was pregnant at the time. Love that one.
That's one of my all-time favourite Eurovision songs. It was just beautiful, and I remember being so happy that they went through to the final with such a stunning song in Estonian as well. I'm so happy they never changed the language. Have you seen that one, Stu?
I don't think I've seen that one, but there was. I was trying to picture all the ones that Jess had said. I have seen 2009, and I think that's definitely one of my favorites as well. I was also a fan of Alina from 2018, La Forza, with her dress and singing opera. I mean, it's something that I don't think I would have appreciated as much had it not been a Eurovision thing, but I absolutely loved it. And you got like Stig Rasta, Goodbye to Yesterday with Alina. What was the name of the other singer? Alina Born?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alina Born, yeah.
Estonia.
Polly's back.
Yeah, it looks like it. But yeah, so
you froze on such a beautiful photo, Polly. You look lovely.
Really?
But yeah, go for it.
I've got to ask you. Your favourite Eurovision song from Estonia?
Oh, that's such a hard question.
You've got to answer it.
I'm going to go with Kula from 2012. Beautiful, stunning song.
I do love a bit
I love
as well,
it
actually.
so much. Yeah, it's just the way he delivers it and the way his voice projects is just stunning, and the lyrics are beautiful.
Guys, let's say hello. Someone really wants us to say hello, and it is. We're going to put you on screen. Maltesers and Pringles, two of my favourite things. How are you, Maltesers and Pringles? Thank you so much for joining us. You're the biggest Eurovision fan. Lovely to have you here then. Tell us what your favourite Estonian Eurovision song is. What we're talking about before we came on, so we thought we'd continue. And let us know where you're from, Maltesers and Pringles. You're saying Malta's song was smashing good. Well, we'll talk about some of this year's songs as well, I'm sure. We've also got Twan in the house. We've got Maria I can't say it. Maria How Silva. I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry if I haven't. Good evening to you. Your favourite is Kula as well, Maria. It's a beautiful song. We've got Sarah O'Halloran, loved Urban Symphony. We've got Rye Bailey says you only started watching Eurovision in 2016. There's been some good Estonian songs since then, I think. Maria, such a lovely message from you. Thank you for joining us, because you guys are helping us as well. So we're also kind of in isolation or lockdown or whatever. We're staying home most of the time. So it's great to come on here and connect with you guys as well. We're really enjoying it. It's a lot of work. So some of us are going to take breaks every night. You'll see some other faces pop up. Marky Mark, your favourite was Goodbye to Yesterday. I never really liked that one so much, I'll be honest, but it was a big fan favourite of, was that 2016, Lee?
2015.
2016?
15.
2015. We've got Karen's in the live chat. Hey, Karen's, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. We've got P. Fukanan. You're saying scared as hell in New York, but trying to distract yourself. Well, I'm here to distract yourself. We're talking about Eurovision. What more better subject can we talk about? So my favourite Estonian Eurovision songs, I'm going to say a Begeet as well, because I think it's just stunning. My favourite Eurovision songs of all time. And another one that I told you guys about before, and I can't remember what it was.
96.
Oh, 1996, yes. The man and the woman, I can't remember their names, but 96. I remember watching that as a kid, and I always remember Terry Wogan saying it translates to "sound of necklace." Is that right? Mm-hmm. We need an Estonian in the live chat to help us out here. Hello to ESC Manga in Turkey. We've got Christopher in Germany. Nielsen's TV as well. So you're saying your favourite this year was Bulgaria and Victoria. What do you think of Bulgaria, Polly?
I loved that song so much. Like, it actually gave me goosebumps the first time I heard it. I thought, like, it was just so beautifully done, and the music video as well. The production of that was just stunning. Like, I'm so disappointed that we're not going to be able to see it translate on stage this year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Stu, I think we would have seen the actual video from Bulgaria translated on stage, because when Victoria did a live performance, she was on a bench, wasn't she? Mm-hmm. I don't know if you ever saw that live performance.
Live performance, no, but I saw the music video. Yeah, I mean, it's possible that they could have done like a direct translation, as we've seen with some other acts of how they've tried that before. And the thing is, I know that Bulgaria really likes to stand out, so I wouldn't also be surprised if they would have brought something that was totally different. Another example of a well-executed single take, which certainly gets points for me. But yeah, a great song as well, and yeah, it's certainly one that I'm disappointed not to be able to see at the Eurovision stage.
Hey, Alethea, I know you're a huge Victoria fan, and you're very happy. She's confirmed she's going to Eurovision next year, and as always, blowing you a kiss. So you will see Victoria on the Eurovision stage next year, hopefully. We've got ESC Sandra. Hey, ESC Sandra, thank you for joining. We've got Jerry Channel in the live chat. We've got Morton V. Hello to you. I saw Paolo pop up as well. You're saying La Forza is your favourite entry from Estonia. We've been talking about Estonia if you're just joining us. Let's have. I saw another really good question here. So from Slava Ivanov, you're saying the songs of 2021 will be new. What songs would we save for next? Oh yes.
So I've been thinking about this a lot because I've been listening to this year's songs quite a lot, and for me, the one that I just desperately, so badly wanted to see was Fekalebe from Israel. That song, I need a live version of that besides the one from the national final. Probably that one. And I would say France just because it is my favorite song. I know it's not the best song, but I love it anyway. And also there was an Ireland as well. I was listening to Ireland a lot today and feeling sad I'd never hear it at Eurovision.
Polly, if just because you come back, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've just been asked what song, if we could save one song from this year to go into the contest next year, which would it be?
Oh, I'm going to be extremely biased on this, but I'm going to say Estonia because that song, like Uku has tried so hard for so many years to represent Estonia, and he's been in Eesti Laul numerous times. Like, I feel like he just needs a chance, and with that song as well, I feel like that was his song that he won with, and I think I would really love to see it next year, definitely.
A lot of people disagree because I had that song in my top 10, I would say. I really liked Uku's song this year. And I know when I was talking about it to everyone in Team Eurovox, they're like, oh no, I don't like it so much. I really loved it. But it's not the one that I'm going to save, though. Stu, which one are you going to save?
Well, I mean, already I've been talking about like almost every time that we've gone live this week. Australia was my favorite. But I mean, there's so many that I would have loved to see. And actually, one that really grew on me. I wasn't really feeling it when it was announced, just simply because it wasn't to my taste. But
Belarus.
What's that? The Root?
Belarus.
Belarus? Belarus is a song I actually kind of enjoyed. I'm deciding whether or not to put that in the library. But Armenia, which by the time they released the revamp of it, and then after the contest was canceled, and after we learned that it was going to be Sacha Jean-Baptiste doing the staging, then I realized that this is something really special that we missed out on, because I feel like that would have been the perfect mix of creative minds. It would have been exactly what that song would have needed for Rotterdam. But yeah, so just, I don't know, just a few of them.
Before I answer, let's see what some of the guys in the live chat are saying. Very good question, by the way. Whoever asked, I think it was Slava Ivanov. I think you asked the question. Very good question. So, Morton V, you would have saved Lithuania, Switzerland, Germany, and Ireland. Karins agrees with you, Jess, on Israel. Maria, you would save Australia. Stuart's going to love you. Let's have a look. ESC Sandra would save, agrees with Polly, would save Uku from Estonia. On fire. Lithuania. Karen's would say, sorry. Karen's would say Lithuania. Alithea, I think you would save Bulgaria. Let's have a look. Nielsen TV also liked Israel. Joanne Johnson, you'd save Romania for next year. ESC Sandra, yep, you'd save Armenia. You surprised me with that one, Stu, actually. I didn't think you were going to say that. Sandra also Czech Republic. Maria, Australia. Rai Bailey, Sweden, you'd send the mummers back next year. Oh, Paolo, Cleopatra. I can't do Cleopatra without doing my Egyptian dancing. From Azerbaijan, you'd love to see that on stage. Hey, Serdian Gavrilovic as well. Thank you for joining us again. There's someone else that was saying that they would save Morton V, you'd save the Root. Let's have a look. ESC Sandra, Iceland as well. Maltesers and Pringles. I feel like they're getting some free advertising tonight in this video. Maltesers and Pringles. You would save Destiny as well. It was her time finally, wasn't it? ESC Manga, Polly wants to know what your top 3 is this year.
Oh, it was my top 3. My third place was Bulgaria. Second place was Estonia. And this is going to shock some people. I know it was quite sort of criticised, but my first place was United Kingdom.
Oh, check you out.
Finally, it's our time.
Rooting for the home team.
Yeah.
OMG, all at LV, where have you been? We haven't seen you for such a long time. Thank you so much for coming back. We've been talking about a few things tonight. Guys, just remember, you can talk to us about non-Eurovision things as well. So we know lots of you are going through very different situations in your country. So we're here to talk to you about that. If you're feeling, if you want to give some tips to people on how they can deal with self-isolating, or if you want to tell us that you're feeling anxious or worried, do tell us as well. I did see some comments about that. I will come back to them. Sarah O'Halloran, of course, you're going to save Greece, and Stefania. Serdian, you would save Norway. We've got, I'm going to try and say your name, Yaov, from Israel. Shalom. Thank you for joining us. Hope things are going well in Israel. We miss being in Israel from last year, don't we, Jess? We had such a lovely time there.
Yeah.
You would save Malta, Germany, Israel, and Switzerland. Jason, I'm not even going to. Oh, Santos would say Australia just to see me in despair. I'm not hiding.
It's a little extreme, don't you think?
Yeah, right, Bailey. You're saying, UK would have been last again.
I don't think so.
Now, I did see a comment from, I think it was Marky Mark, who was just telling us how the situation is in your country, but he's also telling us that Eden Len was confirmed for Israel today. Are you going to see her on stage, Jess, at least? But maybe
I know.
You.
And there was actually a video that I saw on Twitter where Eden was on some kind of like a TV show or a talk show, and the host announced it live to her that she was going to sing for them next year, and her reaction was just the best ever. If I find a link, I'll post it in the comments.
Yeah, I need to see that. Sarah O'Halloran as well. You're telling us that you did something nice for your mum, because if you are in the UK and possibly Ireland, I'm not sure actually, but in the UK it's Mother's Day. So after this, I'm going to talk to my mum because I can't see her today, obviously, and it's also my brother's birthday and my best friend's birthday today, all in one day. I've got 3 people to talk to. So happy Mother's Day, Brenda. Happy birthday, Laurie, and happy birthday, Laura, my bestie. But you're saying you did something nice for your mum today, Sarah. You didn't annoy her about Stefania because you don't know what to do when your mum gets annoyed because you talk about Stefania all the time. You do talk about Stefania a lot. I'm not going to deny that. Why are you such a big Stefania fan? Where did your love for Stefania come from, Sarah? We would love to know the story behind it because we've been wondering. Mark, I'm sure you said something about New York. I'm just trying to find your comment and I can't see it anymore. Jay Santos saying your favourite Estonian song is Kula. You agree with Polly, the singer really projected his voice to the point he delivered goosebumps. Santos. Mark. Oh, so you're in London. So you're saying some parks have started to close down today. You're very sad about that. Thank you for keeping in touch with us, Mark. We love seeing you in our live chats and joining us for our videos. So a big thank you to you for that. Oh, apparently it is Mother's Day in Ireland as well. Thank you very much, Rye Bailey. Where in Ireland are you, Rye Bailey? Let us know. Karins, are you in Ireland? I didn't know. I thought you were in. Latvia, Karins. I didn't realise you're in Ireland. Bowler LV is telling us your favourites this year: Lithuania, Estonia, Czech Republic, Italy, Spain, and Denmark. Nielsen's TV, you would save Iceland, Bulgaria, UK, Germany, Finland, France. You guys aren't doing very well on choosing one song to save. I don't think I said which ones I would save yet, did I?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
So I'll be honest, it's between 3. It's between the Netherlands, Bulgaria, and Germany. But I'm going to pick the Netherlands only because I know what that song meant to Django McCroy, and he says it's the best song he's ever sung. And I would just love to see the atmosphere of him singing that song to a home audience, which hopefully he will have. He'll get the chance to sing another song next year. But that song I would save. So if he could sing that song next year, I would choose that one. Love Bulgaria and Germany as well. Maria, so you're saying you think Portugal would get the last place if they got into the final, and that would have been extremely unlikely.
I mean, it's an interesting comment because, like, I've been trying to think about the competitive potential of that song, and I think that, like, I really like the song, but I think it's also because I speak Portuguese and I know a little bit more about what the context is and the meaning of the lyrics. But I do also wonder if, when compared to some of the other songs in this year's selection, if it might have also suffered. But I do like that possibility, the possibility that it could have ended up in the final, because I heard that there were a lot of people who didn't speak Portuguese that felt the song. So perhaps it could have been enough to get it through.
Polly, did you like Portugal's song this year?
I did actually. Like, it wasn't in my top 10, but I did think the way she delivered it at the national final, I thought it was beautiful, and her voice is stunning. Mm-hmm. So I would have really liked to see it in Rotterdam this year, definitely, and I would have liked to see it in the final.
I think the studio version of the song. So if you only watch the live performance, you need to listen to the studio version of the song, because it's for me it lost something in the live performance, and hopefully they would have got that back in time for Rotterdam. But listen to the studio version of that song. I think it's beautiful. Hey, we've got Lee Fern in the house. Evening, guys. So Lee Fern was telling us the other day that he's just got a new job. Lee, have you started your job yet, or when will you be starting your job? How's it all going? Let's have a look. We've got from Israel. You missed, but you also think the Netherlands is a great song this year. I love the fact that we're still talking about the songs from this year, because we really don't want them to be forgotten. So I say this every time, it's getting boring for you guys to hear, but keep streaming Eurovision songs from this year, because it will really, really show support to the artists who obviously have been working hard to get to this point and kind of been taken away from them. So keep showing your support by streaming your songs. And what else do you need to do, guys?
You could also buy them. What's that?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Oh, okay. Don't touch your face.
Yes.
How could I forget?
We shouldn't forget, guys. It was interesting because I was walking past. Obviously, everyone's in their homes at the moment. I could hear people saying, "Wash your hands." Let's have a look. So I saw some comments I can't find now. Karin's, apparently everyone thinks you live in Latvia, but you've been in Ireland for 11 to 12 years now. Okay, we're going to remember that. So you're like a double agent. You're like a Latvian in Ireland. I like that. Hi, Bailey. You're a Welsh man. Hello.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Jess has a Welsh accent as well. Right, Bailey, don't you, Jess?
Of course.
Let's have a look. So, Alethea, you want to save Bulgaria, Poland, and Belgium next year. We were talking about Belgium's song yesterday. Maria is thanking Stuart and Polly, I think, for your comments on the Portuguese song this year. Bowler LV, Bowler. So we were talking about this the other evening, because some people were saying hopefully we might get some new countries next year, or that Hungary and Montenegro will return. And we also said we'd love to see Bosnia and Herzegovina and Turkey back in the contest, and maybe a Kazakhstan debut, and Liechtenstein as well, I think was one that came up. So yeah, we'll see.
Andorra, because they've actually announced that they're looking into the possibility of coming back.
That would be great. I'd love to see a full capacity of countries, because next year's show is going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be the best Eurovision yet, and we'll have been waiting 2 years for it. But yeah, if we could have a full house, I mean, a full house is a lot of countries. It's like 46 countries. That's a crazy amount of songs, really. But yeah, we will see. But ultimately, I want to see every country that is meant to be in it this year, next year for sure. Lee Fern, you're telling us you haven't started your job yet. You're just waiting for a phone call. Maltesers and Pringles, you're hoping that all the artists from this year will come back in 2021 with their songs and brand new positive attitude. I think some of those songs are hard to beat.
Yeah.
Personally. We'll see. Maybe they will come back with something totally different. And let's just say hello to somewhere in Europe. Thank you for joining us. How's your weekend been? ESC Sandra wants Slovakia back in the contest.
Me too.
When did Slovakia last take part?
2015. I think it was the woman who threw the shoe on stage, and the man and the woman were like, "Do you not remember that? There was a man and a woman singing some kind of love song." And they were like screaming at each other. And then at one point she takes off her shoe and throws it across the stage. Do you not remember that?
Is this a dream that you've had? Or...
No,
That's what I'm thinking.
It legitimately happened on the Eurovision stage. Check it out. Slovakia 2015.
Okay.
Or was it the Czech Republic? No, Slovakia, I think.
The Czech Republic came back in 2015, and it was a duet. It was a man and a big hunky man.
Maybe it was them. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
But anyway, it happened. No matter what country it was for, a shoe was thrown on the Eurovision stage.
Oh, I remember Slovakia did a duet that I really liked, and it was a very screamy one, and it was called Lechmu. Remember that?
Yeah, from 2009.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that song was stunning. It was one of my favourites that year, and everyone seemed to hate it. I really liked it. I thought it was beautiful. And the national final performance of that song was just, I mean, she could go high with her voice. It was crazy. Hey to AVB85. You're saying Andorra coming back? We'd love to see Andorra back. It's been a long time since Andorra took part. Yes.
Yeah, 2009.
2009. Wow. 11 years, that long?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, Tyrone. So yeah, Jess meant Czech Republic. Karen's, you miss Bosnia and Herzegovina. You want them back. Loads of people. Sarah is telling us that Slovakia last took part in 2012. Time they came back now, hey? Yeah, somewhere in Europe. Lechmu. I'm sure I'm saying that. I hope I'm saying that right. Did you like that song, Somewhere in Europe? It was one of my favourites. Right, Bailey. Jess is always in her own world.
24/7. I'm always like that.
It's a crazy world. ESC Sander wants to know best debut song from a country that entered the contest.
Ooh.
I know mine already.
I think this is exceeding my Eurovision knowledge.
So, like, what we think is the best song or our favourite one?
I think like a bit of both.
I liked Hungary's first song in '94. That was a really nice one.
Poland's in '94 is mine, and Serbia and Montenegro.
I would agree with you, Andy.
I agree with Stuart with Hungary.
Kinak
That's a very nice one as well.
Kinak Munjamevit Kemet.
Nice.
That's what the Hungarian song's called, right?
I think so, something like that.
I hope there's no Hungarians in the chat because they're going to slaughter me for my pronunciation. Marky Mark, you'd love to see Kazakhstan. Somewhere in Europe you didn't like Lechmu. Bosnia and Turkey, Lee Fern said, should come back. What's your favourite? Let's talk about Bosnian and Herzegovinian songs, because we did talk about Estonia earlier. Jay Santos, Jess is right about Slovakia. You remember the performance? Imagine Netherlands 2014 is exactly the opposite. Yes, Lee Fern, Tony Edita Gorniak's your favourite debut. Sarah O'Halloran, Molly Dva as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great debut for Serbia. Karen's, you're saying Poland and Latvia. So Latvia's first song, that was Brainstorm, right?
Oh, okay.
That was a good one.
He looked like he'd had a good time before he went onto the stage, if that makes sense. Look who we got. We got Euroboy 4 in the live chat, who was taking a shower. At least you're nice and clean now to watch a Eurovox video. That's how we like all you guys. Nice and clean before you sit down to watch us, because we're always squeaky clean. Let's have a look. We've got Slava Ivanov. What series are we watching while we're in quarantine?
Absolutely nothing.
What are you doing with your time? Yes.
I mean, I'm watching like YouTube or watching TV, but not really like a series, just random stuff just thrown together.
Yeah, I'm at the moment. I'm not watching any kind of like a Netflix series or something. But like I have a few in the queue that I'm kind of waiting to watch. I'm trying to think of what they are. I can't remember. But anyway, sorry, I don't have an answer.
Do you like rom-coms?
Not so much. It depends. If it's a rom-com that doesn't take itself too seriously, then maybe.
What are you watching?
I've been binge watching this series on Netflix called Love is Blind. I don't know if you've seen it. Literally, the guy I'm dating and we've literally binged watched it. We've got one episode left, and I'm literally like, I cannot wait to watch it. I'm like, I have no idea what's going to happen next. Like, literally.
Oh my god, I love
Andy,
it!
I can practically feel your excitement.
Yesterday, I watched all of it, and I watched the reunion show, and I've been texting my friend all day saying, "Oh my god, I love this show." Who's your favourite couple? Please tell me.
My favourite is definitely Jessica and Mark, because I just think it's comical. Like, she's just wrecked all the time, and I love it.
Literally, if I could find someone to look at me the way that Cameron looks at Lauren, that's literally couple goals. Do you guys know what we're talking about?
I've heard of it before, but I've never actually
You've got to watch it.
So basically, there's like 15 guys, 15 girls, and they, over like a period of like 10 days, I think, but you see it all condensed down into a couple of episodes, they date each other through like in pods, so they can't see each other. It's like they're dating each other through a wall. Okay. And you can date, like you go on dates with everyone, but obviously people form connections. And then the idea is that you agree to get engaged without meeting each other, and then they go away on like a retreat and spend, like, they get to then meet each other in real life, and then they go away on like a retreat, and it gets all the way to the altar. So I think there was only 5 couples. Was it 5 couples that made it to the altar?
Yeah.
And they're basically they're doing their vows, and that's the point where they will either say "I do" to each other, or I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but like literally, I want to be in a relationship that is as good as Cameron and Lauren. They've even got a YouTube channel now.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
I've got
I'm not
one
going to say anymore.
left.
All right, you got 1 episode left. Okay. Oh my god, it's like my favorite. I'm literally obsessed with it over the past couple of days. Right. Like what we talking about? Eurovision.
Yeah.
What guys, I recommend Love Is Blind on Netflix. If you can get it in your countries, please watch it. It's so cute, and like there's some parts that you'll think, so Polly's watching Love Is Blind. Jess is watching nothing. Stuart is watching. I can't remember what you're watching, Stu.
Nothing as well. My parents are watching The End of the Effing World, which I started but haven't got past the first episode. So maybe I'll pick that one up.
You like thrillers, Stuart?
I like all sorts of things.
If you can get it on Netflix in Canada, watch The Stranger.
Okay, I'll check that one out.
It was like a UK program, and I watched the first episode, and I was like, like I normally say, I'll watch 1 episode a day or something, or I literally watched it all within one evening, like all 7 or 8 episodes, because every time I got to the end, I'm like, no, I have to watch the next episode. So The Stranger, guys, if you want to watch something on Netflix, Love Is Blind, and if you want to watch just like a kind of teeny rom-com, like romantic film, watch what was it called? All the Boys I've Loved Before on Netflix.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
You're a big
I just
softy,
need to be in
Mandy.
love. I am. I just need to be in love.
We love
I
you,
recommend.
Andy.
Guys, let us know what you're watching. Let's have a look. What are you guys saying? Oh, so Lee Fern is saying Bosnia 2006. Yeah, beautiful.
My
We'll talk about
favourite
Bosnian songs in a minute. Sarah O'Halloran, yours was 2016. So that was Dean, in the disco Dean, who came back with a lady and a rapper, from what I can remember. Was there rap? Have I got that wrong?
Yeah.
There was.
There was, yeah.
Somewhere in Europe, binge watching Doctor Who. Rye Bailey, you're watching Stranger Things. I don't know Max and Ruby. Not heard of that.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Paolo is watching The Watcher. I love. You love the song "Look Away" by Rude from last year, Finland. Molly is Rye Bailey's favourite UK song. Who's on TikTok, Maltesers and Pringles, with 21? Are you on TikTok? If you are, then I've TikToked before, so I need to learn how to TikTok, apparently. ESC Sandra. Yeah, you must watch Love Is Blind. Rye Bailey. I'm not keen on dating. I am a bit of a soppy romantic, so one thing I'm going to say is American men seem to cry a lot, right?
Do they?
Yeah.
Crying. Everyone's crying, and I was crying in the last episode a little bit as well, Polly. I don't want to spoil it. Karen's is watching. Big Bang Theory. Love that show. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And you've never watched it before. I need to learn about who Max and Ruby is.
That was about when I was a kid. Like,
yeah,
it was a kid show.
It's a kid show, yeah.
Shalom, Rach in Israel as well. Are you talking about Love Is Blind, the American version? Maybe there's some different versions in different countries, but Rach, send me a message somehow, because I could literally talk about Love Is Blind for ages. So find me on Insta, send me a message if that's what you're watching. Oh, guys, we have to say hello to the Sansa one, who is Sanja from Team Eurovox, and in Croatia. on a serious note, guys, you probably have heard about the earthquake as well in Croatia. So we're sending lots of love to Croatia. We hope everyone is safe and well. Lots of Eurovox hugs, and especially lots of kisses to Sanya. Thank you for joining us. Love having you here. Euroboy 4, my brother looks awesome. It's his birthday today. Euroboy 4. So there is a picture of me on Facebook with my brother. Slava Ivanov is saying, watch Devs. I've not heard of that.
Me neither.
Anyone
you know what's a great show? Just because we were talking about shows on Netflix. Well, actually, I don't know if it would be on Netflix in the UK. Dairy Girls. Has anybody seen that?
Oh, I know it is in the UK, but I've never watched it.
It is so funny. Yeah, do you know what it's about?
Dairy Girls.
Well, yeah, it takes place in Derry and during the Troubles, and it's really really funny. And it's that kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. It's in a dark setting, but done in a really really funny way. It's a really good show. That's definitely a bingeable show.
Tacom 1 is saying The Stranger. You loved it, but it was a bit soapy. Do recommend it though, so everyone watch The Stranger. It's addictive. Right, Bailey, you love The Stranger as well. Nielsen's TV, Love is Blind sounds interesting. You're planning to see it, but your husband is convincing you to see Stranger Things.
First season of Stranger Things is great. It's like
you can secretly watch it without your husband because it's AVB 85. Do we think a redraw is needed if all 41 countries decide to participate again without new countries joining? So do you mean reallocation of the semi-finals, etc.? I think that would happen. I assume it would happen.
Yeah. I guess they'd want everything to be fresh and new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Rach is saying there's an Israeli version of Love is Blind. Oh, I need to watch that. If there's a version where I can get English subtitles, I will watch it. But have you seen the American version, Rach? Lee Fern, you're watching War of the Worlds on Fox. I know that one. It was a series, not a film, apparently. Yoav. Yoav. Sorry, I'm not saying your name properly. I'm so sorry. Yoav is saying Killing Eve. Never watched it.
That
so
one's with Sandra Oh, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
I haven't
so
seen that
bingeable.
one. It's very what?
It's so bingeable. Like you can just sit there and get through the whole thing. It's so good.
Sanya is watching the Spanish version of Scam.
Oh, I didn't know there was a Spanish version.
I didn't know there's an English version. What is it?
Yeah.
It's like a Norwegian, Swedish TV series or Netflix series, something.
Okay. Oh, so this is something that not many people have asked yet. People will start asking soon. Do we know when Will Ferrell's Eurovision movie is coming out? Oh, it was meant to come out.
No idea.
I'm sure it was meant to come out this year. Probably coinciding with the actual Eurovision, I would have thought. I'm sure I saw a release date of like May or June when I looked on Wikipedia, but whether or not that will go ahead now, or I'm not sure.
I believe they had said that they wanted to release it shortly after the actual contest. Maybe because things have changed, they might move it up. If they can, that is. But yeah, I mean, because in a sense, it's not like Eurovision isn't happening at all this year. It's just only happening in movie form.
But then maybe this alternative programming that the EBU talked about is them just going to show this movie. Maybe anything's possible.
It's a Netflix movie, so I'm sure it will be out on Netflix. It might be a good thing for them to do to release the movie because obviously lots of people are going to be watching Netflix. So I don't think it'd be sensible for them to play it. And maybe if it is a good movie, then it'll be kind of like a little gift to us Euro fans as well. So something else that we can watch, have a bit of fun with. While we've got no contest to look forward to this year. Nielsen's is confirming Scam is a Norwegian series. Hey Oran, how you doing? They were supposed to release the trailer during the final this year, apparently. of the Eurovision movie. We've also got so Oran. You never have to apologise for being late, Oran. We love just having you here. Sarah O'Halloran saying you hope Demir is okay. I've not heard otherwise. So before, we're sending a lot of love to Croatia because they really, really need it today. The beautiful Hrvatska. Monica Pick, hello. You don't have to apologise. It's great to have you. Great to have you here. So, guys, I said we were going to talk about Bosnia and Herzegovina because we spoke about Estonia earlier. Favourite Bosnian entries? I know Jess is already, I think.
Yeah, Layla by Harry Matahari.
Ollie?
Mine is definitely 2011, Loving Rewind.
Oh, I love that one.
Oh, I did really like that one. Stu, what Bosnian songs do you know, Stu?
I think I've only heard one because I haven't watched too many contests going backwards in time. And I can't even, I don't even remember what it sounded like, but I remember enjoying it. And that one, it was from 2016. That was the last one that they did. So sorry. I'll look into it and then ask me in a few months and I'll have an answer.
Oh, it's hard for me. So Layla is just beautiful from, I think it was 2006, was it?
Yeah.
2006. However, I think probably the most special Bosnian entry for me was their first ever entry. Obviously, Bosnia and Herzegovina was going through a very, very difficult time. They're in the middle of a war. And it was just amazing to see them there on the stage. And if you hear the reaction from the audience, and you need to remember audiences at Eurovision in that time were different, very conservative, all dressed up in suits, and no one was stood up. They all just sat there and they would applaud. But there was such a huge applause for Bosnia and Herzegovina because I think they even had difficulty getting Ireland. I think they had to run for a plane. I think the conductor didn't make it. So, and it was whenever I watch that song, it just kind of gives me shivers. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a country that I've been to a few times. It's a country that I've fallen in love with, and can't wait to go back there one day. So that's a very, very special song for me. Also for somewhere in Europe as well. Fazla. That was the song that I was just talking about. And Euroboy 4 as well. Oh, no, not that one. Euroboy 4. So you're saying first entry.
Sorry.
And Alexander Pagels. Hey, Alexander. Thank you for joining us. Bistra Vodi, I think is how you say it. Was your favourite from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Kusai is, I can't say it properly, is underrated as well. Was that the one where they had the washing on the line?
Yeah.
It was a fun one.
I loved that one.
Yeah.
Lee Fern is saying Dino and Beatrice Pudnici, which was Passengers in 1999. So that's where we had like Bosnian, I don't know if I call it rap. It was that was a very good entry. Got them into the top 10 as well, from what I can remember. Da Vinci, you're saying Bistra Vodi. Yesi Manga. I don't know this song. Yüksek Sadakat.
That was Turkey's song in 2011.
Is that the one where they made the boat?
No, it's the one there was like women or men and they were like in circular cages and it was like a rock song. Hold on. But I don't remember how it goes.
Do I not know this song?
But yeah, from the semi-final though, which is a shame.
What, Turkey?
I think it was the only Turkish.
I remember this one part.
Do you remember this?
Shake your head to the beat, it's what you want.
Maybe I was asleep. I don't even remember that.
Well, it exists anyway. So.
Oh, guys, I forgot a Bosnia and Herzegovina song that probably is my favourite, actually.
What's that?
People are saying it in the live live chat now, and and it is this one has to be my favorite. Actually, it's just absolutely beautiful, and the video I like watching more than the performance, because I think the story behind the video allows you to make your own story. I think it's just stunning. So yeah, actually, Maya Sarr is probably my favourite. Sarah O'Halloran agrees as well. And I'm sorry, ESC Manga, but I don't know that song. I'm going to have to listen to it. I really don't remember it. ESC Sandra, your favourite is Lovin' Rewind, but you adored Dino and Beatrice in '99 as well. Alexander Pagels, you love Dino Merlin, Lovin' Rewind. Simon as well. Hey, Simon, thank you for joining us. Euroboy 4 is saying, yeah, it was 2011, that song. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that because I don't remember it. Oh, even the performance that Jess just described, I can't remember. Yeah, Maya Sardo, good choice. Stuart, that's another one. Stuart, I'm always telling you what you have to watch. Every time I send him little links because I always want to know what you think.
Yeah, but I need to see these links because you've only sent them to me so often, and then you drop names in the chat, and you're like, "Oh, I have to send it to you," and then I never see it. So you have to send it to me.
I'm the most disorganized person in the world. So I need to send you Estonia 1996. I need to send you
Every song from Bosnia.
Bosnia Herzegovina 2012, I think, was Maya Sarr. And was there anything else?
I'm sure there was, but
Bagheet as well from Estonia.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander Pagels, is tonight just random Q&A? You can ask us whatever you like. It doesn't have to be Eurovision related. Like we said, we're coming back every night to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about because we're joining you in your isolation. So it's always fun to talk to you guys. Lee Fern, you can leave now. Bosnia Herzegovina 2004 in the disco. I didn't like that one.
Me neither.
You didn't?
Not really. I can understand how people would like that, but it wasn't for me.
Alexander Pagels liked it. Ryan Bailey wants to know, are Jelly and Boss... Jess and Polly, twins.
As far as I'm aware, we're not related at all.
And live in separate places in the country.
Yeah.
Jelly and Poss has a ring to it, so you guys should think about making a duo.
Francesco M, thank you so much for coming back and joining us tonight. What songs from 2019 are we still listening to? Sodi. Definitely. Probably my most listened to song from last year.
Mm-hmm. It would be one of mine too, but also Telemovish, Better Love, Arcade, of course, Replay, Chameleon, Sebi. There's a lot. I could just keep going on and on, but there are a lot of songs that I'm listening to from 2019. What's that?
Good taste.
Oh,
Good taste. Polly.
Storm. That was my winner last year, so I'm still listening to that. And the lyrics are quite poignant for me, especially in this, what we've found ourselves in at the moment, definitely. And Spirit in the Sky, for sure. They're my two most played ones still from last year.
Go on, Jess. Oh, don't say Serhat. It's Serhat, isn't it?
Say Serhat.
Listen to a song, but I listen to Too Late for Love and Chameleon a lot.
Oh, of course, Too Late for Love I listen to as well. It's on my happy playlist. How about you guys in the live? Let us know what you're still listening to from last year. Alexander Pagels wants to know, do we prefer Hattery or Daddy? Hattery for me.
Ooh.
For me, it would be Daddy. I didn't like Atari's song at all.
Daddy for me too.
I think Daddy, but only slightly. It's like two different things that fit into two different moods,
AVB85, sending love to Croatia. You're number one. Oh, Lako Jesve. I'll tell you a little story about that. Oh, I love Lako Jesve. Do you know that one, Stuart? You add it to the list of songs I have to send you.
Yep.
Croatia 2010. And they didn't qualify. And I think it was a bit of a shock, wasn't it, that year, Jess, that they didn't qualify? Because for me, it was such a beautiful song. And Rocco from Croatia was doing a live a few months ago, and he was just jamming, and I think he was playing piano or keyboard. And I asked him to do a version of that, and he did, and it sounded amazing. So thank you, Rocco, for doing a version of that just for me. Loved it. Love Rocco. Yeah, one that you need to check out, Stu. Do you like that one, Polly?
Yeah, I do actually. It's actually quite like a guilty pleasure. Definitely.
Simon is saying "Call Me" from Feminem is a guilty pleasure as
Love
well.
that one.
Call me.
Yeah.
I don't know the words. Loved it. Let's have a look. ESC Matt. Oh, apparently Turkey gave Layla Harry Matahari. Harry Matahari.
Are you okay today, Andy?
I've not been drinking, guys, honestly. Yes, Sanya, Lako Jesve deserved to qualify, still not over it. Neither am I. Absolutely loved it. Let's have a look. Marky Mark is still listening to She Got Me. Hey, CR7, thank you for joining us. What are you still listening to from last year? Somewhere in Europe, what's our earliest memory of ESC?
Mine was actually, so this is literally the first that I heard of it being all the way over here. A friend of mine kind of looks like Alexander Rybak. And it was in the year that he won. And I remember that a friend of his that I didn't know had posted it, because I think he was from Ireland or the UK, and he had posted the link to Alexander Rybak's song. And he's like, this guy, like, it looks like you playing the violin. And then that's when I kind of learned about Eurovision for the first time, and then tucked it away in the back of my mind. And then here we are.
Ollie, what was your first memory?
I was 6, and it was when Lordi won. And I remember it was slightly terrifying at the time. I was only 6, but I literally remember like watching them win. And then ever since then, I've just been absolutely like not obsessed, but like just in love with Eurovision ever since.
Literally hate you for being 6 when Lordi won, because I'm pretty sure that I've been working already for about 10 years. Yes, your favourite.
The earliest memory I can remember is being 13 years old and watching, what's her name from Ukraine, Ruslana, dancing around stage to wild dances.
Nice. Hey, Andy did some shit earlier. I had to do something.
So I'm pretty sure that I remember my dad had it on the TV, and I have a feeling it was 1991. Although I can't confirm that. But the first time I remember watching it was 93, when I was practically a baby. So
of course,
not long born, probably not even out of a pushchair at that point. So that's my earliest memory. What's yours? Somewhere in Europe. Karen's just saying Hattery is your workout song.
Oh yeah, it's a great
that must be quite
song.
an intense workout.
Yeah.
Sarah O'Halloran, you still listen to "Like It" by Xena. Lee Fern, you love Feminem "Call Me." Oran wants to know what song that never won a contest do you think should have won the contest? Poland 1994.
I'm going to say France 91 and Bosnia 2006 and Russia 2016.
I'm going to say Russia 2016 as well. Definitely.
I'm going to say Albania 2015, which is probably a really random answer for a lot of people, but I think that was a really stellar song.
But Al Hader, Barney.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. I'm sure, didn't she have a different song and then she changed it for some reason?
Yep.
the songwriter or something didn't want to sign a contract or
something like that. Yeah.
Give up rights to the song. Yeah, she's an amazing performer. I'm just trying to find some of your guys' comments. It's so hard to keep up with live chat is going off tonight. So, Francesco, you're saying that you still listen to Soldi, Arcade, and Sebi. I think they were Stuart's picks as well. Joanne, you're still listening to Spirit in the Sky. Luchess, I think we've just answered this. I think someone else asked a similar question. So, me 93, Stuart was 2016, 18. Lee was 2006, and Jess. I can't remember what you said, Jess.
I mean, I think I first started watching in 2002, but I don't really remember anything until 2004. So we'll just say 2004.
Alexander Pagels, you're not the only person that likes it. I love listening to the studio version. It's a happy song. Jane,
it is.
Jane.
But I think for me personally, I prefer the national final version to the new kind of revamped Eurovision version.
CR7, you love Edita Gorniak from 1994. Stuart does know that one, don't you, Stu?
I do.
Yay. You got taste.
It's mostly because we did a video on the history of Hungary in the contest, and I was exposed to a lot of Hungarian music. But I'm glad I was.
In Poland.
Oh, Poland. Oh, oops. Sorry. I do know that one as well.
Put it on your list just in case. I'm sure I have actually sent that one to you before.
I do, but I remember that one specifically. I remember the woman and what she was wearing, and a little bit of the music, but I remember really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's for me probably one of the best vocals ever at Eurovision in 1994. Mark W wants to know, hey Mark W, first of all, will Jon Ola Sand stay on for the special show? I'm pretty sure he will, because I'm sure they would have done something to honour him at this year's contest, because it was his last. So I'm pretty sure that he'll stay on and they'll do something for him.
What else is he going to do? We're still doing the social distancing thing, and a lot of countries are under lockdown. What else is he going to do?
But yeah, maybe we could have a Jon Ola Sand hologram. Maybe that's what they're going to work on, holograms of the acts forming their songs.
But isn't that really
where
the
are we
same
going
thing
to
as
see
doing
these
it remotely?
holograms?
Huh?
Where are we going to see these holograms?
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too excited. CR7, you still listen to from last year, but they should have won in 2016. It's Mother's Day today, and my mum's favourite song is Sergei Lazarev from 2016. Lee Fern, your earliest memory was 1988, Lee Fern, when you were 7. Celine Dion won. There you go. We've got a proud Canadian here. Ry Bailey used to listen to San Marino 2017. What was San Marino 2017? Oh, that was Valentina and
Jimmy.
Absolutely love. That's probably my favorite San Marino entry ever. Sorry, Serhat, but it is.
Monica Pick, you're saying Poland 94. Literally one of my favorite ever Eurovision songs. Definitely in my top 3, I think, favorite ever Eurovision songs. Alexander Pagels, what do we think about Slovenia 2005? Stop.
Love that one.
Song. Oh, he made me react to it. So I did. I can't remember how it goes, but I think I liked it.
That's veci miraki na 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 na.
Yes. I remember that. I really liked it, and it didn't qualify, I don't think, but it should have done. Yeah, I think it was. We were doing televote only, I think, in that time, wasn't it? So some countries were maybe slightly disadvantaged. Karins wants to know, what song do we love but everyone else hates it? A Eurovision song. Yours is Czech Republic 2020.
I love that song.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Ollie, your favorite Eurovision song that you love that everyone else hates?
It's probably got to be Estonia 2019. It got a lot of hate, but it was my winner. I just
Mm.
adored it. It was more the lyrics than anything that made me connect to it. But I saw a lot of hate for it.
What about a non-Estonian one?
Oh, difficult.
I'm making you think now. See,
Yeah, exactly. But maybe I know it was kind of bad, but the UK in 2010, it wasn't horrible.
The studio version is better.
Exactly. It was just that high note. If he didn't do that high note, then it would have been okay.
Josh Bovey,
Yeah.
Josh James, whatever he's called now. Yes, the one that you love that everyone else hates.
Mine would have to be Slovenia's song from 2010. No? Okay. The one, it sounds something like Nasa Borevaneri Rock.
Oh, something
And it was
rock.
when they mixed the rock music and the folk music together.
Oh, yeah, I
And
remember
I
that.
really weirdly love that one.
Okay.
Stu.
I don't know if it's that widely hated. I know that a lot of people definitely don't love it, but Netherlands 2015, Treintje with Walk Along.
Why?
Why,
I like that one.
Yeah. I don't know, but again, I don't know if it's like a song that everybody hates. I just know that people definitely didn't love it.
Oh yeah, I don't know if a lot of people hate it, but I've got a few guilty pleasure songs that people would probably think were a bit crap, a bit naff. So one of them is a Dutch one from, I can't remember what year it is, but it's shalali shalala shalali shalala. Love
2010.
that. 2010. That's a guilty pleasure. Another guilty pleasure is Coco Dance from Monaco. Coco Dance. I don't think a lot of people rated that one. And also the Slovakian one I was talking about earlier. Like, I absolutely think it's beautiful. Loved that song. And there was a Romanian one, which was like a duet as well. Alexander is saying, Emil, Love Storm, whoever Emil is. So you're not alone, Polly. Sarah Halloran wants to know, what do we think of Randajad from Estonia 2009? Loved it. Good class.
Me too.
Love it.
Definitely beautiful.
CR7, Belgium, they won in 1986, first time ever, but it sounds like it's for Junior Eurovision. Gemma, Gemma, la vie.
Oh. Sandra Kim, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a bit where she's putting her hand up. It's just like a real symbolic moment. Oh. Not been drinking. AVB85, Fuego, Cyprus, 2018. That's like a Team Eurovox theme tune, that song.
Yeah.
We love getting down. We love getting down to that. Do you want to know a funny thing? I told the story before about my jeans splitting when I was dancing to Fuego. They actually split again today.
Oh, really?
I need to buy more expensive jeans, basically. And now all the clothes are closing down. All the shops are closing down, so I can't buy any new jeans. So I've literally had to go walking around with a big hole in my crotch. Euroboy 4, Belgium 2002. You loved it. I can't remember what that one was. That
I love
Salome?
that one too. Sister by Sergio and the Ladies. Sister.
Oh, AVB85, Shalali Shalala was your national embarrassment. You live in the same city as Sienek. Don't say anymore. Okay. I love it. And they wheeled her out at Amsterdam concert, didn't they, last year? I think she was.
I think she was going to come this year. She was going to come to the London Eurovision party this year. And I'm sad I won't get to see her anymore.
Was she?
Yeah.
London Eurovision party?
100% she was. Yeah.
Oh. Joanne Johnson, your earliest memories, 1967 when the UK won for the first time with Puppet on a String. You know that one, Stu? That's a real old.
Yeah, and I think that one might have been popular. I don't know how popular, but I think that there are some people that might know it here, but they just wouldn't know that it's associated with Eurovision. Possibly.
Least favorite Eurovision song ever, Oran? I don't know if I've got a least favorite ever. I think there's a few that I won't like, but I don't know if I could pick out one that I like least or most.
I mean, I do have 2, maybe 3, and some of them I think could be quite controversial. So 2 Eurovision songs that basically I don't like them. 1944 and Albania's song from 2012, Rona Nishli. I don't like any of those songs at all, I'm afraid. Anyway, moving on.
Hey, Jess. Oh, you're back. I love you. Shy. I'm not going to do it because I hurt people's ears. Shy. Now that one, Stu.
Yeah, of course, I know that one. That's a great one.
Stick the jazz. Oh, I love it. Polly.
I'm also
least
not
favourite
keen on
Eurovision.
Hungary's song in 2009 either. Dance with Me, Zoli Yadok.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
remember.
I remember watching that one. I don't remember hearing it. Polly, your least favourite?
I'm going to agree with Jess and say Albania 2012. I cannot listen to it. I can't listen to the whole song.
Me neither.
Can't do it.
Just me and you, Stu. Hey,
Yeah,
I don't know what happened
so.
to Jess. Don't know what happened to Jess and Polly. Hey, girls, where did you go, girls? Sorry, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there.
Fortunately, there are lots of people that do really like Shy, or not Shy. Chai.
Seuss.
No, Seuss. She says Chai, but it's called Seuss. Thank you.
It's like chai.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I like that one. I do like that one.
Oh, good. I knew you had taste.
I was saying, fortunately, that there are people that like that, and I think Tvan on Eurovox. I think that's his favorite ever.
It's a beautiful song. I mean, some people have tastes, Stu. Some people just don't. But we have to welcome everyone. We have to give everyone a shot. I can't call my worst Eurovision song. I think that's a question that I'll never be able to answer. I just can't answer it. Some songs that have won that I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I just it's not a question that I really ask myself. Like, which one am I gonna put at the very bottom, because I don't rank things to begin with anyway. So I don't know. It's not for me.
Sarah O'Halloran, who would we invite to dinner, Eurovision or not? Oh, mine's going to be Love Is Blind related.
Well, we all know who I would invite to dinner, so
It's her hat.
Of course.
Oh.
Just me and him.
Oh, I don't know whether to go Eurovision related or not.
Maybe one of each.
Eurovision related has to be Victor Crone, 100%.
He's a lovely guy, really lovely.
He seems really sweet. And then non-Eurovision related, this is going to sound really weird, but Alfie Boe, if you know who he is.
Okay.
Ooh.
No idea.
I got really confused this year because when people were talking about Andro Nicholas and his song, and they kept saying Alfie, who was it that was?
I can't remember his last name, but he entered a song into Australia Decides 2019.
Yeah, I stupidly thought it was Alfie Boe. So I thought I couldn't see the don't even know where I got that from, but I literally spent months thinking that Alfie Boe was involved in Cyprus' song this year. Stuart, who invited to dinner?
Eurovision related, I would probably ask somebody from the production team. What's this about?
You'd invite us, of course.
Stuart.
Oh,
invite us to dinner.
That's already gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would probably invite somebody from the production team, like Christer Bjorkman or even Jan-Ola Sand. Maybe even somebody who's done what's that? Daddy.
Sand.
Maybe somebody who's also done stage direction, like Sacha Jean-Baptiste, But yeah, and then non-Eurovision, probably Charlie Brooker, who is the guy that he's one of the creative minds behind Black Mirror, but he's also done a bunch of shows in the UK. He did Screen Wipe and Weekly Wipe, and yeah, a bunch of great programs.
Who would I invite you? I'd invite you guys first of all, but who would I invite from Eurovision?
Jugend?
Oh yeah, I would. But, no, I would have to invite Yonida Malici. We had dinner with Yonida Malici in Tel Aviv. Yes,
You did?
remember? So, and she was a lot of fun.
did.
So I would have dinner with Yonida Malici again. I would also love to have dinner with Cameron and Lauren from Love Is Blind because I'm literally in love with them right now. Oh, and no, and from Noah Centineo, the actor, like the new American heartthrob as well, because I literally love it.
I have to ask about Unita because is her taste in food as fancy as her taste in fashion and everything?
No, I think it's just pretty normal. I can't remember what we had. We
Yeah.
probably just had like chips and some
Like chips
pizza
and
or something.
burgers or something. Pizza, burgers, and they were drinking some beer. You know.
Cool.
Yeah, it's I mean, she literally looks like a star wherever she goes.
Mm-hmm.
She's very, very down to earth. So go. But guys, we're gonna have to wrap it up because I need to go and talk to my mum for Mother's Day. I've arranged to do a video call with my mum and my brother celebrating birthdays and Mother Day. So thank you so much to everyone. I had loads of fun tonight. I
Me
really
too.
enjoyed it, guys, in the live chat. So thank you
Yeah.
very much. Thank you to Stu, Jess. What is it? Jelly and Posh. What is it?
Jelly and Poss.
Jelly and
Jelly and Poss. That's it. Jelly and Poss. Thank you, guys. Oh, and Rye Bailey is saying that he would invite me and Jess for dinner. Well, we're waiting for that invite.
Aw.
Rye Bailey, thank you so much. Guys, sending much love to you all. And we'll see you soon, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.